Hello. Assuming you're still there, I suppose. I wasn't really watching to see that message appear, so... Anyway... Alright, so... A new hold came out in the previous week, that being Random Dungeon. Thought I would start with that. This is by Stonehead, and also by Stonehead, who I think is a relatively new person around. Hello. I don't know how much was heard before you came in. I downloaded Random Dungeon to play since it's earlier on the list than the S's, I think, that we were on before. Yeah. After that, the Swapotron, which I'm also interested to play. So I shouldn't have too much trouble getting to both of those. Random Dungeon, level 1. I hope this Random Dungeon is not going to take too much time. Title drop. Alright. Welcome to the Random Dungeon. Most of rooms were made using Idea Generator from Caravel Forum. Enjoy. We're lacking a few articles here, but that's okay, I guess. What is this? Okay. I didn't know that was what I think okay. I misread this mechanism here. I thought for some reason that it was just permanently blocking the briar. So it didn't occur to me that pushing the button would do that. Okay. What is here? So... that roach is permanently trapped there. But I have the option to stab it at any time, it looks like. Have the option to close these force arrows for some reason. So... okay. So, I don't know. How should I start this? So, okay, first of all, once I step on this button, I need to not step off until after something lights the fuse, and that something presumably has to be the Mimic. But the Mimic also needs a caber to hit this and light that fuse at some point. So the Mimic has to start down here and make it all the way up there. I don't think that I need these roaches for anything, so I can probably just kill them if I can survive doing that. But I don't have the option of getting the Mimic's help with that. So my current guess is that I'm meant to use the rattlesnakes to help me block off some of the roaches, and that the force arrows are supposed to somehow help me with that, although I don't know how. Maybe, hold on, maybe somehow closing a force arrow when he's standing on it will help me, although I don't really, that seems unlikely to help. I'm going to try it anyway. Okay, that does work, I guess. Alright. In that case, I think I want to close the north one as well. Oh, what did you do? Just fight the roaches? potion even helped me out a bit here. Alright, now I need to get that guy. How do I open this door? Okay, so I need to get this guy all the way over there first. Everybody doing the hard way. Alright, so I need one more tile of movement. Oh. I can't hit the fuse like that. So maybe I need to bomb first? No. Oh wait, no, I know what I need to do. I need to bring that roach up with him. So that roach can push the button and die to Briar. Yeah, it is. There's a force arrow there. But also, the roach won't die to that bomb. And that's what all these force arrows here are for. Yeah. We can just carry him up and then push him into position. Maybe. Yeah, there we go. Maybe I should hit that bomb first, though. It's possible I could restore to a more advantageous position, but this is fine. So first go up and hit the bomb, then go down and get the roach into position. Hopefully that will be possible to do. This is fine. I don't care about whether I kill those roaches or not. Which door? Yeah, this plate closes the door around where the Briar is, but that's not really a problem. What is a problem is I'm not... Oh, yeah. That's not a problem since I already don't want to reclose that until the Mimic hits this fuse. So that's fine. There we go. Now this guy just needs to escape the Briar. Maybe with the Briar's help. Yeah. I had to do that and get over here because the Mimic has to light the fuse that's to my north here. And I guess at this point I might need the Mimic to come stand on this button instead of me, so that I'm able to leave. Oops. Yeah, you sit there and then that will clear the room. And then I can escape to the south. Alright. It's complicated, but it's not over... It's complex, but it's not over-complicated. Break the wall to get the companion roach. Oh, okay. So do I need the companion roach? What would I need a roach for in all this mess? Maybe to hold that down? Well, there's a clone potion way up there, and that's kind of interesting. There's a secret wall leading in from somewhere else. Alright, I'm just gonna get the companion roach and try to figure out what he's for. Oh, well, that's bad. Let's do this instead. Or just don't stand there at all. Do I need that? Possibly? It would close off the way to get there. I don't know if I need that or not. Here's a tunnel I can't use. What is my goal here? Do I need to be facing south, maybe? That won't work because of roach. Okay, this is... I don't know what to do here, so I'm gonna just try... No, I still can't do that, so... Maybe I'm supposed to come in from the north end, and that way I'll have access to a clone that can just lure things in another direction whenever I want to switch to it. Because I don't know what this wants me to do. So like that, close that up. And then I have the option of closing this and opening the way to a thing that I can't reach anymore because it doesn't exist now. What good does that do? I guess I do need that to open that, so I don't know how... There's no way for me to block it from breaking that orb if I head south. There just isn't. Because if I'm facing south to stop it here, then I'll get stuck here and the roach will kill me. And if I'm facing east, then I can't actually reach it until after it's done. And even if the roach isn't around, then going south of it will still cause it to break the orb well before I could do anything about it. If the roach... I established this earlier, even if the roach were completely dead and not part of the equation, it would still be impossible to prevent that thing from hitting the orb, because now what do I do once I get here? If I move south in any way while facing east, then it will still break the orb, and I can't face any other direction because of this. The only other possibility is that I'm supposed to somehow hold it in place. No, there's no way for a diagonal facing to do that. Nope. That's just not possible. Because if the roach is close enough to block the beam behind... What the heck? I didn't do anything different. Why did something different happen? Whatever. Okay. I don't know what, if anything, I did differently, because I didn't feel like I did anything differently, but I guess I did. Oops. Hey. Like, I don't know why the exact same thing that I was trying before worked when it hadn't before. That doesn't make any sense. Do I need this snake for something? I don't know. I need him to go south? Or what? Yeah, I guess so. Did I want that? Hold on, what does this do? Okay, that opens that. So, what? What does this do? Okay. I'm very confused. I can't make him go south unless I let the roach in after me. There's no way to bring him south unless the roach is allowed to at least go on this force arrow, which is no good because then I have no way to get past the roach. That's the only way to make him go south. And then there's no way to get out from under this roach without killing it. No. Because if you walk on a tunnel when a roach... Because even things that a roach or whatever can't stand on, if it can make a kill move, it'll still walk onto it. And also the tunnel doesn't go anywhere. Is this what I'm supposed to do? I guess so. How did that... Hold on. Okay, I guess that's what I need to do then. Alright. So here I can open the way for that adder. And I guess it's automatically going to go hit this button. Seems so. is that gonna do? Okay. I guess it's time for the roach to get eaten by something. Somehow. Where do I need to kill this guy? I guess that's a good place. That's a good spot. That still leaves me the exit. Poor roach, guided all around just to be food for an adder. Something is going on here. So... I can go across here, and I can choose to take a stick or not. There's a roach stuck here, which... I guess that's just a roach maze, and it looks like I need to bring it alive for some reason. Is there a disarm token somewhere? How can I kill these decoys? Okay, so here's an engineer. He wants to make a floor. So for that engineer to make a floor, I need to push all of the buttons. And I need to do that. These wubbas enforce only going across one time. I can go up once and down once, and then I can switch weapons one more time on the south end. I guess if I bring a stick to the north end, that will allow me to... How does this one open? Okay. This tunnel doesn't link to anything. Oh, but if everything's open, then I could hit this and open that. And that would reclose by pushing this, but that shouldn't matter because this is already going to be pushed by them. Alright, so step one, I think, is to guide these roaches across the way here. Yeah, that's exactly when I want that to happen, I assume. That's not enough. But I need to be able to do exactly this thing. So how... I guess I'm not meant to do that? Try waiting one more turn and see if that changes the phases to a favorable one. Yeah, okay. Alright, and then I can use the roach to push this button and it'll die to the decoy. Okay, next I need this guy. Do I want him to push that? Probably. Maybe not. Why is it I keep arriving at exactly the right time for the spikes to kill the roaches? Oh, okay. Nope, that button is also a red herring. Alright. And now I've done everything that I can imagine needing to do in the north end of the room. So I'm done there. I have the option to take another stick if I want to for some reason. although I don't know why I would. I imagine possibly something to do with the stalwart over there, and or the fluffs. So if I push this, then... okay. How does this... alright, I guess I need that puff to come up onto the disabled force arrow, or to otherwise block its way. So back here, I can freely take a stick because of the configuration of those, and a stick would let me grab this puff or whatever and put it over there, and then when I do this, those will stay on the button and allow me to do that. And then I can pull this out and presumably do something with it. And I can also go push that button and immediately have a problem. So I need... how can I still get out of... oh wait, no, I don't have a problem. What am I talking about? There's a force arrow tunnel right here for this purpose. Okay. So now I can presumably use some combination of the stalwart and the puffs to get rid of these rattlesnakes. So the puffs will destroy them by touching like that, and there's way more than enough of them, so I can just go on and dump this into a pit. I don't need to worry about the stalwart at all. I wasn't sure if I needed shallow water for some reason, but I don't. I mean, shallow. If I needed ice for some reason, but I do not. Alright, and there is one other thing of note here, which is that that is a secret wall right there. I think I'm best off leaving and coming back to do that. So, to reach this secret wall, oops, I need to switch to a stick. Don't cross that line on the way. And then I need to open up this pathway, I guess? Yeah, I don't know. That might be... I guess it's possible that this requires me to actually do it in the process of completing the level. Not sure, though. So... why does this toggle that, but then nothing toggles this? Nothing else toggles this. That's really weird. Oh, wait, no, I see it. Duh. I was thinking of this as a solid wall and not thinking about the diagonal. That's why only one of those toggles that. And since I have nobody else to do it for me, I'm going to have to ask the stalwart, perhaps, for help pushing down the pressure plate over there. So in this situation, I do need thin ice for that. Somehow. I need a lot of thin ice just to get them across, I think. Or by a lot, I mean twice as much as just one. That's one. I need one more. Let's see. Put you way over there. Try to make you target the stalwart. It won't cooperate. There we go. No. Maybe I just want... This, I think that will do. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. How do I get you across this lake? Do I need a bunch more than ice? That doesn't seem realistic. No, I don't know that I can do this like that. The only way I could see to actually get the Starward across now would be to somehow get lots of ice here. I didn't think this would work, but it's possible, I guess, that I am wrong about that. No? Okay. It looks to me like it's possible to break the once-only mechanism over there using puffs as well. Although, actually maybe I'm supposed to for this. Because if I can do that... Also, this toggles that, which is not what I thought. I thought it was toggling the one that looks like it needs to be, but whatever. If I can break the mechanism over here, then I'm actually in good shape anyway. In fact, that's as much as I need. I just need to be able to swap between sword and stick more than once, or however many. And also not push that button in the process. Oh, this branches. It goes to the east. So what is the difference here? I don't know what's different. It looks like the same room. What am I missing? Apart from the absence of a secret entry, I don't see any different. Well, maybe I'll discover what's different if I try to replicate my solution before. That's when I want that to go off, so that I can do this. Then do this and use vertical preference to hit that. And we're done there. Here I just want to re-grab stick. And then bring this guy up here so I don't have to worry about that. And then do this. Okay. So nothing opens that now, which means that the only way to reach them is to push that. So, okay, so before, this was structured in such a way that, like, when he pressed this, it caused a problem. Now, I think he's actually going to help me out by doing that. So what I have to do is go get the stick. And then try to arrange things somehow. Actually, okay, use this guy to break you. Then I can go up far enough to grab one of these, I hope. Yeah, now I have a spare puff here to break the other part of that mechanism. Yeah, you just go kill that Wubba for me, please. And now I can freely go up and down as much as I want. And then I just replicate exactly what I did here before. That looks right. Then I can go down and immediately push this. Let him do his thing. I don't know why I got the stick. I don't need the stick. Oh well. And then I can walk down this way. I still can't kill those though. Alright. So let's get rid of all of this. That's fine, I think. Then, yeah, so what I want is for neither of these to get stuck. I want them to be looping around randomly for a while and to hit this button enough times for that guy to do his job. Why won't that snake go west here when I'm due west of it? Why is it going east when I'm to its west and there's nothing blocking it? Yeah, it should obviously move west here. Is it not moving west? I have no idea. Oh. Okay, that makes sense. I was very confused. I thought it was more of me not understanding snakes, of course. Which I wouldn't be terribly surprised if it had been. But, like, yeah. Okay. So what I need to do is kind of play with things enough for them to open that door enough times. Actually, this doesn't work, does it? No, I still have a problem because I need to go hit that orb, and there is no way to keep things in a state where I can hit the orb. So what? So don't do that. I guess what I should try to do is just sort of bash at that puff enough for it to kill them. I don't know what other option I have here. So you do that, and I can open those, get a stick, and... well, no, I don't have a way down there. That's the problem. Once I go down here, I don't have a way back up. So that's not relevant? Unless I could get the stalwart out. And then he could... no, he can't walk up there either because that requires a platform. So I don't know what I'm supposed to be able to do then. Not unless I'm actually supposed to use the very limited amount of puffs available to carry the stalwart north and have him go across the trapdoors? That just doesn't seem reasonable. I don't know. This is rather weird. It feels like something where someone else saw an unintended solution and he was like, oh yeah, I'll put that in as a solution to the secret room. Which is generally fine in my opinion, but I don't know what little exploit that other solution involves. And I'm not really inclined to keep bothering with it. I'd rather see where the other secret goes. So this leads to an alternate way to do this room. And I guess this clone potion is also the escape route, since of course that puff is preventing me from leaving there. Serpentski's Triangle. Okay. So... this just solves itself, right? Alright. That's just silly. First place tie. Unsurprising, as there's an obvious fastest way to do that without... I mean, unless some very slight motion will manipulate the serpents into the last one dying one turn faster or something. I think that's about as quickly as that room can be done. Okay. So... I have to have a monster around at all times until I am good and ready to finish solving the room. But otherwise, this is just a tar stuff cutting, I think, with trapdoors in existence. So I can finish this one off, no problem. And I can do that one, no problem. Because I only need one monster around, so who cares, right? Let's use this, and now I have these big, easy areas to stick this baby on. And this isn't quite cuttable tar, though. I'll have to fix that. Okay, that's cuttable tar. So I really want this tar baby to stick around because it can be a gel baby and be very easy to hold in place once I switch back. There we go. Oh, also there's a million wubbas, I guess. That didn't occur to me before now, but that's what's there. I don't think there's anywhere that I could have avoided cutting tar stuff to prevent the levels from being a problem, but I also don't think they're that much of a problem. As long as I can get the gel baby over here. I don't want that. Alright, there we go. Just about. There. Okay then. Wait, what are these tokens? Okay, that's vision tokens. I was like, what, did I get disarmed? But then I was like, there's no way I got disarmed. I had my sword the whole time. That was just a confusing combination of elements on that one tile. Okay. So... what is all the happening here? Looks like I'm not supposed to enter from this side is all. Yeah. And the power token is in case I want to redo this room? I guess, okay. It looks like this room starts with a choice of weapon. So if you want to do the room with both weapons, then you can use the Fagundo to activate the seating beacon and leave again. But that's only if you've already cleared the room, so... alright, what all happens when I drop this? That guy hits that button, because he's trying to hit the brain. He's going to keep toggling back and forth, I assume, is why this Omplitch is here. So that's going to swap these two back and forth, and I guess that's going to cause this roach to pace around. And I want the roach pacing around because I don't want him to get away. What is this column of checkpoints about? I don't know. But if I step here, then I'm stuck. So I don't want to step there, I guess. And that can be opened, but it's already open. Okay, so these can be swapped around. And there's also a Fagundo in the room, just for good measure, which closes both doors. Okay. So... so if I get in range of the Omplitch... oh, okay. So there's some kind of juggling being required of me here. I have to go hit that orb as soon as possible to prevent the roach over there from reaching the stall. Even though... oh, okay. It's a brain thing. That's why it's doing that. So... why did... what happened here? Oh, that's because that's in the Omplitch's aggro range. And that causes him to go kill the brain and stop toggling things, and then that roach becomes unreachable. What in the world? So, what am I meant to do then? So I can toggle, I can juggle the roach on the east back and forth. And that will keep the north roach juggling. But none of that is useful. If I press this down, then depending on the timing, one or both roaches will then be stuck. But that doesn't matter either. I don't want to step there, because what I really want to do is maybe close both of these by getting the Fagundo there. But I can't do that because the Omplitch... Okay, maybe this is pure timing? Yeah, that's what it is. So this is some insane timing requirement going on here. So first of all, I think I have to... Yeah, I have no choice but to do that as quickly as I possibly can. Then if I wait as long as possible to press this, I can push that. And then wait one turn. I don't have time to get to the other button like this. So that can't be right. So instead I do that. I still have to wait one turn, which can't possibly be the needed efficiency. Except I do have the option of pushing this now. I have to use up turns turning my sword. Is what's really awkward about this. Alright, so wait. Okay, just barely time to do that. And that. Alright, and then we can close it. And having closed that, then what? Then I can let him free, I think. No. So what do I do after I close those doors? Someone has to get to the east side of the room to kill that brain. But I can't do it, and the stalwart can't do it. So how do I kill the eastern brain? There's no way across here. There's no way through here. And that's not a way either. Stepping on this doesn't help anything. Well, it opens that apparently? Oh, okay. I need that roach to pay attention to me. And then he can stand on that button for me. And that lets me go kill these guys. Now I can freely open a door and go kill the Omplitch myself. Alright. How do I kill that roach? Yeah, I just need to not be a doofus and leave it there. That's all. Alright, and that leads us to this room, which has a Slayer in it. Oh. So, what are all the haps here? So this guy is doing something. If he didn't do that thing, then he would die, and also the roach over there, the roach queen over there would die. So this... Wow, that's confusing. Okay, so this opens that force arrow, and this, pushing this button would open that force arrow. But there's no way out of there if that happens. So the Slayer needs to stand on a tunnel? Or the Slayer needs to die and then I need to stand in his place. Do I need these guys for anything? I don't. If I had a stick, then I would need the Puffs to help me with the Slayer, but as it stands, I can just get rid of them. Alright, so here I just need this guy to not be facing the wrong direction. Then I can push this button myself and continue on. Alright, and since I can't drop trapdoors, I'm stuck going on this path, which instantly kills everything there, so it's just, this is the dagger path. Now, what is the idea of this? I have the option of letting that roach down onto these spike traps, but I guess I really need someone to hold down both of these buttons. I don't want to push that because that would prevent the briar from existing. So I need this roach's help, I guess. Alright. Okay then. So yeah. Having solved the room, I'm then invited to solve it the other way as well. I'm not sure it requires me to go all the way around just to reach it again. It seemed like some of the construction there was supposed to have helped me not need to do this, but I just want to see what the stick path is like. And I think the idea is to put a... That's why there's a green there, okay. I think the idea is just to use this to push that, probably. And then I can take advantage of the green doors to leave. Alright, so stick version. With stick version, we need to... Whoops. There we go. With stick version, we need the help of Puffs to take care of... Well, both to get back across here and to take care of the Slayer. Thankfully, sending a Puff on the Slayer doesn't require me to free the Slayer at all, so I can just let him sit idly by while a Puff approaches him like that. And now, having dropped all the trapdoors, this auto-kills things up there, and now I need to figure out what's going on with this. I have access to a speed potion. I have a button up there that I cannot personally press, which would allow entry through there. So I just need you to stay there for a minute, which is going to be a little awkward. But I think if I put two of these guys around, that will make it easier. So I just need another one to spawn while I'm doing this. Oops. There's a lot of ways for the roaches here to die. There we go. Now, I really just want them... I'm not sure if I'm better off juggling two roaches or trying to get the egg over there while it's still an egg. This is just really awkward no matter what. vertical preference to the rescue. Okay, then I just need the adder to eat too much so that he dies. And I think too much is just one more roach, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Alright. I'm perfectly happy leaving it at that. Just finished level 1. I think there is a level 2 or 3, I don't know. I'm happy with just saying I finished level 1. Now it's going to become interesting. I think it was pretty interesting to begin with. This is kind of unique architectural style that, like, I don't know how to put it exactly. There's more gratuitous use of the, like, newer elements, specifically traps, than I tend to see in a lot of classic architecture, I guess. I don't know how to express it exactly. Like, even modern architecture from people who have a lot of experience doing architecture seems to use traps fairly sparingly a lot. I don't know. Maybe I'm just mistaken about that. Anyway, I wanted to play this as well today. The Swapatron by Dying Fletchman. Vithro ate his leaf juice and drank a nicely grilled roach burger. Suddenly a stranger appeared, looking very funkused. All he said was, "Someone dropped a bag of Swapatrons. Go sort out the mess, quick." Okay. It's just so hard when swings get fapped. Okay. Thanks to testers, incredible testers, Tick, Idle, Vixen, Bza, and Knaf for playing this hold. Oh, Kitu U, MXWadi Asm, and thank you for playing this hold. Okay. So, it says go, go, go. Interesting. Eventually the goblin will, yeah. And now I need him to stop being a goblin eventually. There's the threshold, I guess. I'm not sure how to... So there's no tutorial. The level just assumes that you understand what's happened when you push one of these. But just in case anyone is not on the same page, it switches one type of monster from another. Okay. There we go. Press special command to see which monsters will be swapped by each Swapatron in the room. I just meant, like, you remember the hold with the horses, the night moving enemies? That one had lots of explanatory text. This does not. So this is Roach and Goblin. There were conspicuously no roaches when that first came out. But now there will be. So I think, yeah, swapping the monster actually... delayed it for a second so that it... So this is kind of silly, I think. Maybe. Maybe not. Okay. Alright, so I think... Yeah, I need to... swap it on there, since swapping costs it a turn. And then do that. Right. It's very interesting that the, honestly, kind of a side effect of swapping causing things to you know, hold in place for a turn as they're swapped is given a kind of a top billing. Did I want that? Huh. I kind of need two of them, huh? So I should wait. Huh. Does this work? I don't think this works either. So I need both. Huh. How can I have both if I'm only allowed to have one? That seems weird. Because, yeah. So, how am I supposed to do that? Okay, maybe... How can I make you go east? How can I make the queen only spawn one more? Instead of like 6 more? At best I can make her spawn 2 more. Which I guess is okay? Maybe? No? Huh. So... But I need her to spawn 2 different times. I need an Omtlich and a Roach to exist at the same time for this to work. But there's nowhere for her to spawn only one thing. So what the heck? I guess any leftover roaches I might be able to lure up onto the hot tiles. Maybe that's the idea. So... swap them, carry you down, and then all these guys will walk up to the hot tub. Okay. I was overcomplicating it, I guess. I really wanted to see what was to the south. I don't know why. This room is not required to conquer the hold. Well, that's a little concerning. So... what in the world is this? So if I push that, then that happens. What? I have no idea what this is supposed to be. So this closes off the way here to where I'm stuck. So I can't use the Mimic to do that. Whatever the Mimic is for, it's not that. What is the Mimic for? I don't know. But not that. It can help me swap things, which is cool and all, but not actually useful. Like... okay. So... I don't know. I guess I'm supposed to do something like hitting the button a bunch of times to delay it by swapping it over and over. Which, okay, but there aren't enough, there's not nearly enough trapdoors to do that. Yeah, there's not enough, there's no way for that to work. There's not enough swaps to do that. I just don't have enough of them. I don't have enough paths on and off to actually accomplish that. There's not enough trapdoors, which is silly given that there are as many trapdoors as could physically fit. but there's no way for there to be enough trapdoors to do it this way. So whatever it is I'm supposed to do, it's not just this. There is no way to get the third ring. Yeah, I don't know what this room wants me to do. How about this one? This one is actually required, so its difficulty might be reasonable. So... Alright, an important property that I discovered while I was, using this element for the custom revival show thing, is that when it turns them back into eyes, it turns them into eyes that are asleep again. So, looks to me like I need to somehow get these roaches to stand in exactly the right places. Although that doesn't, I don't know how to do that. Okay, that's a start. I kind of need that one on the east side to not be in that position then. How is this supposed to work? There is no way to get them in those positions. At most, one of them can be in that position, and the other one is never going to be in the right place to put it in where it needs to go. Okay. That's really unintuitive, but fine. So now what? Okay. Oh, wait. just need them to not move, and then I can push the mirror into place to do the job. Was that right? That might not be right. So how am I supposed to get back up there and kill those? It's worth mentioning that the several generate entity commands that have happened so far are causing some noticeable lag on undos. Always something to watch out for when you're doing this kind of thing. So I guess here I need to set back up what I did before, kind of. So first I need these two to be nice and close together. Then do that, and that. And somehow I need to not... How do I not disturb this configuration? How do I keep those where they are? Yeah, I kind of need that to not happen. There's no way for Omtwitch to be kept there. How is this supposed to work? There is no way whatsoever to keep those on those buttons. And I have to do that to get over here. There is no way to have kept any of the mirrors because I had to break every single one to get to the Omtwitch that were north of them. So there's nothing I could use to keep things in position here or to hold down the button otherwise. So what the heck? What am I supposed to be able to do here? I don't have any other options. What am I meant to be able to do? Why is there a seating beacon there when there is no way to hit it? If this token wasn't directly in my way, then this would be doable, but since it is, it isn't. is no step of this that I could have done differently to prevent this problem from occurring. Guess I have to do this and then make them ontologies. Okay. Will they even look at it right? Probably not. Yeah, no, that one's never going to look at the mirror this way. There is no other way for them to be facing at the start. Maybe I should do this. Okay, that works, I guess. Okay then. Weird extra, completely separate puzzle after I already did the main puzzle. Alright. What do you have to say? The lone puffs sit on pressure plates. They do. No, they don't. They're on water. Oh, these puffs. Okay. So... Golem water. Okay. So, ultimately I need someone to stand on that, I guess. What? Okay. What do I want in this room in the first place? Okay. Is that good? I honestly can't tell. So to rearm, I have to push both of these buttons. So, how? Okay, I need to kill the puffs. Alright. So my first task is to keep these two sufficiently desynced somehow that I can have the golem kill a puff on one side and then not a Wubba die on the other. Although I don't see how I can do that. I don't actually have that much control over their position. And I can't do anything to them before I enter this area either. The only place that I could possibly desync them is by putting a golem into the shallow water on the southwest of the area. Alright. And now they are in different positions. Okay. And then I can do that. Now I need them desynced again so that I can kill them separately and ensure that Golem Rebel winds up on the hot tile either way, from both sides, I mean. Okay. And then I'm permitted to go push these buttons and rearm, which will also give access to those. Oh, I see. I probably just need to use shallow water to retrieve a... Shallow water. I mean thin ice. I don't know why I keep saying that instead of that. So I need that to make thin ice so that I can retrieve a pile. I've never tried this. Okay. I guess that works. I wasn't aware for sure that that would work, but that's fine with me. That being specifically pushing rubble onto a puff that's over water. I wasn't sure if it would fall first or if the ice would form first, but the ice formed first, so we have this happy puzzle. Okay, what have we got here? Roach brain. So here I probably need to start this way. Oh, okay. And that's Fagundo Golem, which I guess I probably need for some reason. So... I guess that's not where I wanted the roach to be. Although I can't say where it even is that I do want it. Maybe way over here would help. Oh, come on. Really? That's not good enough? Lame. Where can I put you? If you would stay there, that would be good enough, but you won't. This is kind of an annoying startup to begin with. Like, you have to enter the room on specific tiles or else. Maybe that position will work if I kind of run northward at some point. Like if I go this way instead. No, that's exactly what I did before, and that doesn't work. Because he's still too far to the north for me to be out of his range. So instead, I should put him to the north and head south. I guess? I don't know. I think I already tried that, but it didn't work. Yeah, this won't work either. I have no idea what's supposed to work. There's not really anywhere else I can put the roach that's even remotely viable. I don't have enough control over the roach because my only obstacle is this one tile of water. Maybe I should do the swap way over here? I know that won't work because there's no way to get the golem back on the button unless I immediately press it like this. So that can't be right either. Maybe I should try to stick the roach onto this force arrow? I'm kind of out of ideas, otherwise. I think vertical preference will prevent me from doing that. I have no idea where I'm supposed to be able to put this roach. Like, every option that there actually is not actually viable at all. Why is there a door here? What purpose could this possibly serve? There is no way for a roach to be stuck on that door, and even if there were, it wouldn't be useful. That is really obnoxious. That's not going to work. Why is there a splash way up there when I drop this in the water? Why is 0, 0 splashing when I do this? That's really strange. That happens with this one too. I guess it's just something weird that happens with a die special, which it is for some reason doing. Why does the map say everything changes when that's clearly not present in the actual runes? I guess that's some build commands being utilized. A little bit strange, but okay. Alright, so here we have golem and water skipper buttons. I mean tokens. And a tab. A decoy with a clone who can pull everything around. And push the tokens. This looks immediately much more doable than that other room. Unless, of course, I've misunderstood something about how this room works. Which is always possible. So both of these need to be held down, and these need to be opened, and I don't know. How is anyone supposed to reach the conquer token? Okay, my best guess is that I'm supposed to somehow make this so that both of those buttons are pressed at nearly the same time. Which doesn't really seem realistic, maybe, but I don't know. I mean, I can use this to separate these two, but is that useful? I'm not sure. Especially since the location of these tokens is kind of not great. Well, I have them as golems on the islands, but I don't really know how to ever make them push the buttons for me. I guess something like this. Okay. Then I just need to carry them over here. I don't even have to make them golems. I can just stick water skippers on these buttons. Press the token. And then I can kill them by dunking them in the water as golems, I guess. Alright. What is this? This is another Roach Eye room. So, some kind of mess is occurring here. Alright. Looks like I just need to put eyes facing the correct directions on these buttons. And then when I walk on the Conquer token, everybody will see me, and then they will all step onto these to let me by. So the first thing I have to do is get everybody facing the right way as eyes. I've done something like this, but not with the ability to configure which direction the eyes are facing yourself. To some extent. I've made a room like this, which, instead of letting you choose which direction the eyes are, it gives you one eye of each direction and asks you to pick one of them to get rid of. So, you're not far enough to the east. You need to be kind of there. I wasn't thinking relative to the token for some reason, even though I obviously should be. Broken room in what entry? I'm not referring to a contest entry, believe it or not. The room I'm thinking of is in Parity and Flow Phase 1, or whatever I called it. And it is not broken, thankfully. Someone else made the enforcement mechanism, actually. Well, not made, but I think, like, described or helped me develop it. Anyway. Is that what I need? Yeah. It's entirely possible that I have used that idea more than once, sure. Is there a reason? I mean, I imagine the answer is yes, but is there a reason I don't just push all of these myself and then continue on in? Because I don't see anything that actually closes any of these doors. So all of... Oh, I see. Okay. Alright. I was thinking of this as being one of these, even though it's not. That's why I was confused for a moment. Unpicking these is going to be a little bit of a pain, but it always is in this kind of thing. Should still be doable. I need to go a long way around, I guess. You're in the way. What would make this room a little bit less annoying to set up would be something like a mirror, I suspect. A couple of mirrors to function with would be really helpful. Like, you know, obviously mirrors wouldn't help, actually, with the solution, I think. I don't know. maybe put somewhere that I have to put the mirror or something. I think I have to go back and... Okay. I need you to be somewhere different. Okay, now I can step out. Just gonna push. Now I can do that. This is an unnecessary annoyance, though. This is not really part of the puzzle, fundamentally speaking. This just makes it more irritating and not more interesting. I mean, that's to some extent true, though. It's genuinely annoying to try to shuffle things tediously around. If you understand the basic idea of the room, then there's no reason to... Like, the process of actually executing what you understand, unless there is something else interesting to it, shouldn't be tedious. Well, it shouldn't be tedious in general, but I don't know. Difficulty, yes. Tedium, no. Those are two different things, is what I'm trying to say. Difficulty and tedium are two different things, and I see this as being tedium. But it's not. It's not difficult. It just, you have to shuffle things around enough times for it to start working again. That's not difficult, that's just annoying. I mean, some of this is unavoidable, but some of this could have been mitigated. That's what I'm saying, to some extent. Adding in a mirror or two, or something like that, absolutely wouldn't have hurt. As long as, you know, you could make it not break anything, which is a valid reason to have not added them if there was no way to do it without making it breakable. But like, if you could just put a mirror to ensure that the eyes don't become completely unavoidable. I don't know. Yeah, just something that can block the eyesight a little bit would be useful, I guess. I don't know. At any rate, we're oh, this guy wasn't going to run. Now we're ready, I think. I'll hit the save point just in case, by which I mean the checkpoint. So that guy already woke up, but that's not a problem. I don't have to wake everybody up at once, which is nice. In the room I'm thinking of, you actually do have to set things up so that the eyes wake up within essentially a turn of each other. And that's what's about, that's the kind of the thing about that room, is setting things up right. It's not as obvious where to put the eyes. Anyway, what is all this? Yeah, that didn't help. So that's Golem, Goblin, Goblin, Roach, wait, Wraithwing? What? Admittedly, there are people who care about that. I'm just not one of them. So, what? I find this very hard to read. Alright, so to begin with, what? Okay, hang on, let me... What does this do? Okay, it's brained, so this can't... Okay. So if I do that, then I'm stuck here, I guess. So any of these buttons that I press just completely traps me in this area forever. And... Okay, the roach will kill, the whatever will kill itself if I can get it to that point. So let's try making it a Wraithwing, I guess. Maybe a Wraithwing that would be a Goblin? Or, well, what is that? A water skipper. Really? Why is water skipper... Why is that a orange color? I guess water skippers are orangish. Okay. So... I'd really like this guy to just traverse the whole way. I don't want him to do that. Maybe that's far enough? And once he gets over land, make him a goblin? And then make the goblin a rock golem. That almost works, but... Alright, so start him as a golem then. So golem, swap him quickly to that. Then just wait around, make it a Wraithwing at the right time, like that. And then eventually you want him to be a goblin once he's on the floor. And then a golem who can walk the rest of the way there. Except that the golem gets stuck at the last second, which is really irritating and dumb. Okay. That's just great. Well, okay. I don't know what to do in that case. I guess that means that I'm not allowed for it to be a golem at the end, which is sort of annoying. So the only thing it can be at the end is a goblin, then. Because if it can do anything other than exist, if it can exist over water at all, then it's completely ruined. Once it gets there, it needs to be something that can't be on water. And it can't be a golem because a golem just gets arbitrarily stuck. Which means that it has to be a goblin at the end. So, if it's a goblin at the end, then I think it has to start as a goblin and then turn into other things. So I'm gonna try this. Yeah. There we go. It has to end as a goblin. That's kind of the thing to notice, I guess. And then you're done with the room, basically. Alright. There is an exit to the north here. Here I have the option of turning these back and forth between being Fagundos and not. This seems like it should be fairly easy, maybe? Not sure, but it seems like it. Because if I can just smash a few of them so they'll hold in place, then I can bring the fourth one wherever I need it to go. Yeah, that should be far enough out. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, and then do essentially the same thing with the other three, kind of. But easier now, because there's less of them. Let's kind of resynchronize them into a better position. Will that work? Maybe? Yeah, that kind of might work. Yeah, that's far enough, I think. Just need to not be coming at that the wrong way. How does this can work? Because he'll always try to exit if he's a Wraithwing. What? The same thing I did before should work for the rest of them, so I have no idea why it's not working. Alright then, I have no idea. Let's just start over, I guess. The only possibility I can think of is that there has to be another of them in his way, which there is no way really to arrange that. Not without killing one of them, which I can't do. So the top and the bottom are fine. These are not. How is that supposed to work? There is no way. The Fagundos will not stay in position like that at all. Even if I can get them in a good position, they're not going to stay that way because of move order. Yeah, that's not going to work. How do I do the other one? That's the right move order. It's just really uncomfortable that there's another one up against them. But I don't see a way around it, so... Okay, and then the last two are easy. Or should be, anyway. There. Okay. Challenge. Don't kill any monster by stabbing it, and don't step on the power tokens. Okay then. This just looks like a mess and a half. Alright. I wonder, is that accessible from another direction, or is that the only way in there? And there's another exit to this room. be just south of here, huh? Alright, let's start out facing south. Make a run for that. Not exactly ideal. Here is old art of a token, I guess. Alright. Okay. Hit orb to pass safely. And the same challenge. What just stabbed? Oh, there was a water scooper here. I'm not sure how this qualifies as passing safely, though. So I think to get the challenge, you would need to somehow arrange things so that everybody is a Wubba, which just sounds absurd, honestly. Oh, there is. Okay, I didn't notice the platform. I thought that was just a way to. I thought that was just floor. So I was a little confused about that. This is the silliest thing. It's just, yo, I put all the tokens in the room now, have fun. The challenge is turn everything into Wubbas and Fagundos. Which I guess must be possible for there to be a challenge about it, but it can't be too terribly easy to accomplish. There was a brain death noise as some brains appeared. I noticed. Also, this room suffers some slowdown as well. Oh, hi, Mr. Onplich. You just appeared out of an eye. Let's just hold still and have as little to deal with as possible. Alright, beat it. And there are still Wubbas in the room. But the green doors, I guess, keep you from accidentally switching them into some other monster type. Okay. What do you have to say? Ah, just to lie on the beach for a while, without complimenticos. Mocclipations, I mean. Whatever. Okay. Alright, so let's check out this room. I think that'll be it for today. Oh. Well, this looks like an event of some sort. What is my goal? I guess it's not as simple as just killing the thing, so... Oof. So I need to bring it all the way up there and then all the way back down here, I guess. Oh boy. What does you have to say? Challenge, use only 6 of the 9 Swampatrons, use only 5 Swampatrons. Okay. Well, among other things, I don't actually have to use that queen. if I want, I can just use one of the roaches she spawns to do something. But I don't think that's really much of a profit. It just seems like it might be worth mentioning that kind of sort of roach clean flooding might be an option here. If you're clever about it. I mean, a lot of them will die, but some of them won't. Oops, I made lots more roaches. Let's not, though. Let's maybe reserve that for a turn afterwards. Alright, so is that queen placed favorably enough? Maybe. Let's try... Uh-oh, they're starting to die on hot tiles. I want enough to slide over here is what I want. Also, I guess this is the room where you can demonstrate that the tokens get broken if there are enough entities present. You're not... I imagine this is not how the solution is intended to go, like, at all. Maybe, but I'm having fun right now. I don't know, I'll probably try, like, start over and try not doing this, maybe. This is just silly. Okay. Let's not crash the game. Okay. I think perhaps the intended solution is not to do that, but instead to just sort of carry her on over. But something nice is that it cannot spawn if it happens to be busy changing forms. I didn't run west quickly enough like that. The one kind of annoying thing with trying to do this the intended way is that in the process of making a limited supply of these, we've also... it's also the case that they are kind of annoyingly limited in placement. Yeah, I don't... I'm not sure I know how to do this, actually. I know how to do this if I had just one token in one place, but having to juggle, like, which token I'm pressing and when is really annoying. I don't know how to deal with it exactly. Maybe I should let her spawn. Just once. And then do that. That does save me a token usage. And then hopefully I can just kill that guy. Yeah. never spawn at a convenient enough time, then I might save a token here as well. Like about there. So that I can turn her around without having to worry about it. And probably those roaches will all die easy enough. Yeah. And from here, rather than swapping her out, I can just have her spawn some roaches, perhaps? Maybe not. I don't know. Not really sure how to get her past that. But I didn't really have the option to do anything about it here either. So, I don't know. I guess I just need to let her spawn twice, because otherwise there's no way for anybody to slide past this obstacle. Unless there's just enough of them. Like that. And then I have to hope that I can kill all those somehow. Well, I think they will mostly perhaps run toward a hot tile. Not all of them will. And once again, I have a problem with the exact specific ones that I've used not being the right ones, apparently, even though I had no way of knowing that, or predicting that ahead of time. I should probably start attempting to manage all those. Alright, no more queens exist. Time to make everybody queens. Because that will make the situation better. Yeah. I kind of have these two competing needs to clean things up and to kill the roaches. And to bring it to the button. I guess this is fine. Now they can both be roaches, and maybe at least one of them will make its way back to where I need to go. Or I can let them spawn roaches that might come back over to this button. That might eventually work. Maybe. Or not. Yeah, how is this meant to work? There's not really a way to get anybody past this obstacle from way over there. Even if I'd turn it into a single roach once it hit that corner, it still wouldn't have a way to get past here because of vertical preference. So, what? Yeah, I don't know when I'm supposed to be able to do that. I guess first I'll try to clean everybody up. Like, maybe there's a way to... I don't know. From way over there, I have to turn it into a queen and back into a roach in time to bring it where I need it to go. It just doesn't seem viable. I guess a queen placed there might be able to finish the job for me. I really do not want it to spawn at an inconvenient time, though. And that's just a lovely property that this has. Okay, I think we're done. Okay then. I used all but one of them. Like, that's really kind of finicky about exactly which ones you use when and how and where. I think maybe it would be interesting to see what that room would be like if instead of all this floor you had trapdoor tiles, so that the only thing you can do is push a queen / roach around. But I don't know for sure if, like, how it works, you know? Oh, interesting. I can bring this up. What does the fastest one do? Okay. Some intentional spawning, from what I could tell. So the fastest solution involves a bunch of spawning. Cool. Alright, well, I don't know how to do this one, and it seems to be the only one left to this level, so I think that's probably good enough. Yeah, pretty neat. Alright, so... for the moment, thank you for watching. I'm glad you're here. Oh look, there's a little DF in the wall here. Anyway, what? Oh. I accidentally pushed the emote button instead of chat. Farewell for now.